17 presented by State Farm. Barclays Center in Brooklyn tonight, just about set to get this draft underway. Here is the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver.
With the first pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Markelle Fultz from the University of Washington.
The moment for Markelle Fultz, who was on the junior varsity at DeMatha Catholic until his junior season in high school. An avid BMX biker, and now he loves to throw caution to the wind, and now he's going to have to be daring enough to try to lift the 76ers into a winning culture. What are the Sixers getting from Fultz, Jay?
Well, they're getting a guy who's got an NBA frame already. He's got great length, and he's a three-level scorer. He can score from deep, he can score in the middle game, and he can score at the rim. Great body balance. By far in this draft, the best pick-and-roll ball handler in the draft.
With the second pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball from UCLA.
See Lonzo with his dad and his brother and family and friends surrounding him on this moment that family always believed would happen. And as much hype as there's been around the big baller brand, as Jay alluded to, this guy was remarkable in terms of creating for his teammates. He led the nation in assists. He had the third most assists by any freshman in Division I history.
He's basically Jason Kidd. He's got that kind of size and length.
With the third pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jason Tatum from Duke University.
This is the fourth straight year a Blue Devil has been selected in the top three as Jason Tatum follows suit behind Jabari Parker and Jahlil Okafor. And in Jason Tatum, going to Boston right now, and remember I told you at the top, a lot of teams talking in movement, but if you assume that he winds up and stays in Boston, it seems to me that they are probably getting the most polished scorer at this point right now available in the draft.
With the fourth pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Josh Jackson from the University of Kansas.
Josh Jackson, a high-energy player, finished his one season with the Jayhawks, 13 double-doubles. That's most in a single season in Kansas' storied history. He was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year, first-team All-Conference. But as Jay has mentioned, the one thing about Josh Jackson is how well will he score? How will the shooting come along? He's a terrific athlete.
With the fifth pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select De'Aaron Fox from the University of Kentucky.
There's old John Calipari, who's now produced a top 10 NBA pick in each of his last 10 seasons. And De'Aaron Fox, after a single season at Kentucky in which he was terrific, goes 5th overall to Sacramento. Led the SEC in assists. He is a speed demon, and he has a magnetic personality. During recruiting with Kentucky, players were drawn to wanting to play with De'Aaron Fox. So he is the type of leader and type of personality that you would like to do something for the Kings, who haven't been to the playoffs since 2006.
With the sixth pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Jonathan Isaac from Florida State University.
That'll be a pretty short move for Jonathan from Tallahassee down to Orlando. Athletic, skilled guy. You know, he grew 8 inches over the course of his high school career. Now, listen to me closely, especially you, Billis. I'm not saying he's Anthony Davis. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is being a smaller guy for a long time, growing up, learning how to play guard, and then getting tall later in his career, there are some similarities in that aspect in the skill set that he could potentially bring.
With the 7th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Lauri Markkanen from Jyväskylä, Finland, and the University of Arizona.
And Lauri Markkanen becomes the first Finnish-born player ever to be drafted in the first round. His dad, Pekka, played a season at Kansas and then played overseas. This guy was a guy who was in love with basketball from the earliest age. Drove everybody in the neighborhood in Finland crazy about playing early in the morning, late at night. They finally made the rule, no basketball before 7 a.m. or after 10 p.m. Terrific shooter, big guys you mentioned, Jay.
With the 8th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Frank Ntilikina from Strasbourg, France, in SIG basket.
Frank Ntilikina from France. He turned pro at the age of 15, and a much more positive reaction in the building, perhaps learning from the Kristaps Porzingis reaction a couple of years ago. As Ntilikina, who is still in the middle of his French League playoffs, in fact will leave in the wee hours this morning to get back for a decisive Game 5 in the playoffs.
With the 9th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Dennis Smith Jr. from North Carolina State University.
Dennis Smith Jr. was the freshman of the year in the ACC. He averaged better than 18 points per game.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Zach Collins from Gonzaga University.
Zach Collins was instrumental in Gonzaga's terrific run all the way to the national championship game, in which they lost to North Carolina, and Collins was sensational. This is a guy who didn't start until his senior year in high school, Jay.
With the 11th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Malik Monk from the University of Kentucky.
The second Wildcat to go in the lottery tonight, Malik Monk, was the SEC Freshman of the Year and won the Jerry West Shooting Guard of the Year award as well. Averaged nearly 20 points per game. Kentucky history, only Jamal Murray has scored more than that as a freshman. He averaged just a tick more at 20 points per game. This is a guy who likes to spend his time going mudding and hunting and fishing.
With the 12th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Luke Kennard from Duke University.
Luke Kennard, a gifted scorer, played a couple of years at Duke, averaged a little over 19 points per game. This guy is a crafty player. He's ambidextrous. He was a quarterback in high school and threw the ball right-handed, naturally right-handed, but Dad made him dribble home a few blocks when he was a little kid with the left hand all the time. He turned it.